We're not celebrating Christmas this year. We're not celebrating Christmas this year. I need you. Your job is to tell your aunties and your uncles and your grandparents, tell them I don't need nothing. The kids don't need nothing. We don't need shit. We got TVs in our house. We got phones in our hands. We got laptops. We got computers. We don't need no more jewelry. We don't need no gifts. We don't need no more clothes. The overconsumption has already gone too far anyway. We don't need it. We not celebrating Christmas this year. Tell your motherfucking kids right now, look, this is for your greater good. This is for the sake of your future. This is so your vote matters. So you won't get gerrymandered. This is for your rights, for women's rights, for you to be able to be yourself, so that you'll be able to afford a house, so you can invest, so the economy doesn't tank. We are not celebrating Christmas. Every corporation needs to feel this. Every single one. I don't want to see nobody out on Black Friday. Them deals ain't that good anyway. When the last time a Black Friday deal got you out your goddamn couch? Come on now. Cyber Monday, turn the goddamn computer off. Don't even go on Amazon. Don't even go on Amazon, man. For real, we not celebrating Christmas. On Thanksgiving, me and a couple other people have been planning on feeding the homeless or just going out and doing something for charity. So I can't say that I'm not going to be out buying food. But Thanksgiving, we don't need a big Thanksgiving. We don't. We don't need a big, huge Thanksgiving. And I need y'all to spread this word. Please, please spread the word. We are not doing it. We hitting them everywhere. I, for one, am still going to be out in the streets protesting with my feet and my body. Because in my city, it's a little bit deeper than just, oh, we ain't going out there. Our kids are out there already. They're in our city. They're in our apartment complexes. They're in our neighborhoods. When you sit in front of your building and your apartment complex, they coming up and harassing people in D.C., in Memphis, in Chicago, in Portland. I'm still protesting that as well. But the way y'all telling me that, oh, well, you don't need to be out there protesting, you need to financially protest. Porque no los dos. I don't give a fuck. Spread the word. We not doing the Christmas shit. I don't even do that shit anyway. Most I do is buy my little girlfriend, if I have a girlfriend at the time, something. I might get my mom something, but I don't even do the shit anyway.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this fucking country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes. And they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's going to let their ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. Everybody going to be so short-sighted and ready to just spend some money. I don't give a... After the fucking year we've had, we have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them. We have no business. We have no business pouring millions and billions of dollars into toy industries that don't give a about our kids. We have no business making cheap foreign clothes producers uber rich. Like, we don't have no business pouring large amounts of money into this economy. We about to, in the next month, kill millions of turkeys and chop down millions of trees in the United States. We don't got we got the environmental capacity to just be chopping down trees. like we just got it like that. Like, we don't have no business, and nobody should have to say. Nobody, you shouldn't wait for somebody to call for we've been calling for boycotts all year. When did we start boycotting Target? We've been calling for boycotts all year. It's millions of people across this country that ain't stepped foot in a Target, a Starbucks, a McDonald's, just to name a few, all year. And guess what? Even if you don't participate in politics, oh, I didn't vote, oh, that doesn't apply to me. The way that our country is set up, you vote with your money. You never have to step inside of a booth to vote in this country. Everybody voted. It don't matter if you register. It don't matter where you live. Everybody fucking voted in November of last year. When you empowered corporations to fund PACs to back up these bullshit senators and leaders and our current president to perpetuate the nonsense that we going through right now. We fight for care. We fighting to not spend our last to go to the doctor, to go to your primary doctor for a checkup. We're not even talking about cancer or other serious diseases. We're fighting for health care. All right, man. I really feel like I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs to the ceiling, and nobody gives a that this message reaches thousands, millions of years. We have years. We have no business continuing to make corporations rich. Necessities. All we should be buying right now is necessities. I'm wearing the same gym clothes I've been wearing for 2-3 years. My shoes is worn out. I'm not giving Nike no money, bro. For what? They got billions of dollars. What do they need my $56 for? No. Nah. Do what you want, but as for me and my house, I hope nobody expect this shit from me anyway, because it ain't happening.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My good name is Gracie D. I hope you all are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So I'm sure you've all heard about these rumors of Black Americans boycotting Christmas and any other holidays that usually happen every end of the year. And this is not going to be the first boycott in this year that Black Americans have called for. They've called for blackout the system. They've called for boycott after Target decided to roll back on DEI and all other corporations that decided to roll back on DEI. So this time round, Black Americans are saying no to Christmas. They don't want to spend on these corporations during Christmas holidays, on Thanksgiving and on Christmas dinner. So the idea of boycotting Christmas isn't new. Back in the 1960s, during the civil rights movement, Black community protested racist hiring practices by refusing to shop at white-owned stores during these holidays, and they redirected their dollars to Black-owned businesses. And they called it Black Christmas. And this was not about canceling the joy that comes with Christmas holidays and every other celebration that they have every end of the year. It was about choosing the most profitable time of the year to demand respect. And this is exactly the same thing that they're actually doing in 2025. Black Americans have saying that they'll not be on the streets to protest. People have been calling them out and saying that you're not backing us up. But the thing is, Black Americans have been leading the most protests in this year when it comes to these corporations. And I think the best way of protesting, and I think this is also one of the best ways that people can actually listen to your demands. I want us to watch some of these few videos that I've gathered for you guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on this episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on your screens. Let me know if you'll be boycotting Christmas 2025 in the United States of America. So let's just dive right ahead and we'll be back with more commentary.
So I think you've heard the news. I think all of America, at least us as parents and people that, have loved ones, all humans in America, I think we're going to boycott Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, if you have stuff already planned, we're not talking about you. We are talking merely on the excess that we would have spent for Thanksgiving and Christmas specifically. So if you say, Don John, I can't do that, man. I got to buy my kids something. I have to do something. Well, how about this? How about instead of buying them 10 toys and crap that they're not going to use in 72 hours after they open the gifts, how about this? So instead of buying 10 gifts, how about you just buy 1 to 3? And how about they all be under $100 total? And if we're going to make this a little spicy, your children have to give away the same amount of toys, the same amount of luxuries, clothes, shoes, etc. They have to give the same amount away that they are going to receive. Because there's nothing wrong with you saying, hey, little Johnny, hey, little Sarah, I'm going to get you 5 Christmas gifts, 3 Christmas gifts this year. But if you want these gifts, you have to give something away. And so they'll really be like, man, I think I really want these gifts. Because what are you doing? You're teaching your child not just to critically think. You're teaching your child how not to be a consumer and how not to overindulge, overconsume, as so many of us grown folk are. So that's just part 1 of this interesting series, because I know you feel it. I feel it. There's something happening this year. And And a lot of people might not even have it like that to buy a whole bunch of gifts anyway. So I think we might be defunding Christmas and Thanksgiving.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something from somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But it's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%. Hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid where my mom didn't have any money. She made us sweet potato pies, and that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like, who's in Whoville? And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year. Do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy some, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
We should boycott Christmas. That's what's gonna hurt them. Fine, we can't all do a general strike. I get it. Let's boycott Christmas. We don't need material things anyway. It's 2025. Do you really want to buy all this stuff from the companies that laid everyone off this year? I don't think so. What we want is more time anyway, with our families, with our friends. If you work that day, call off, call in sick. Let's boycott Christmas. We can do this. Let's hurt them where it really counts. Come on, we got
Cyber Monday, Cyber Tuesday, whatever the fuck it is. Fuck them deals, bro. Everything you need, you got right now. We're gonna cancel Christmas. Let's just do it.
Okay.
Collectively.
Okay.
What do we have to lose?
Nothing at all.
You literally have nothing to lose. You explain to your children what's going on in this country, man. Fuck that fantasy shit. Fuck that. We too far gone for fantasy, bro. This ain't no happy time in America. You know what my family used to do for Christmas? They used to keep traditions that came out of the South going. They used to give us apples and oranges for Christmas because that's sometimes all people would afford. And at some point, it was more so about a tradition of apple and oranges nourishment. You gifting somebody nourishment, something that's good for their body. Also, something that they was growing themselves. I come from that real South, nigga. I fought some Thomas and Georgia. They got nigga day out there. You don't know nothing about that. I'm proposing a Black Friday blackout and we canceling Christmas. Because if you want, protest them with your time. Because we ain't all got time to protest. We do all got money. And a lot of y'all finna go in debt for Christmas, and then y'all gonna wait on them taxes to come back so you can get back on your feet. Fuck that. We telling our kids what's going on in this country. We telling our kids we are in the midst of being underneath a fascist regime. Tell your kids that we are on the precipice of real fascism. We are watching fascism take place in real time. When a nigga is deploying the National Guard on the streets, when they have ICE agents who can break any federal law, these ICE agents ain't got no body cams on. They're breaking the law. They got no knock warrants. They're getting paid buku money. They're hiding their faces. No, fuck that. We canceling Christmas. And at the top of the year, everybody should file exempt.
Woo. Everybody files it for 6 months to June.
6
baby.
months till June. I'm dead ass. Y'all got to do something. And these are things that's very actionable. You don't need 100. You don't need it. Buy your kids some shit throughout the year. Stop putting all the emphasis of your parenthood on Christmas. Right. Stop waiting till Christmas to show niggas you love them with gifts. Show niggas you love them throughout the year with time.
Happy Friday. Y'all, are we canceling Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner? Since the people is out there losing their minds in that house of the white, I feel like we should, just not partake in that, because what y'all gonna eat? And then you gotta think about it. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's Black Friday. It's already getting a little sticky out here in these streets over the regular groceries. Can we just cancel it just so everybody can still make it to the new year safely? Just saying.
So you might ask, why are Black Americans choosing to boycott Christmas and all these holidays and the Black Friday and all that? And, so many times we've been talking about the Black spending power. So number is about the economic power. Black Americans spend over $1 trillion every year. Activists are saying, what if we use that money differently? Rather than going to shop on Black Friday on things that you will not need, rather than going to buy gifts for your family members to exchange gifts, like some maybe you not even use them, spend this money differently, or maybe just save this money, because right now times are hard. Like, look at what is happening. From 1st of November, there are people that are going to be starving because there are no SNAP benefits or food stamps. And some people will be suffering because they'll not have food. Some kids will sleep hungry. People will be starving. And there are multiple ways that you can actually use money. And instead of going to shop and buying gifts that people will probably not use, maybe you can just decide to go and, support such families. Or maybe you can just decide, this time I'm not buying gifts, I'll save this money to add up to my next month groceries or something of the sort. It's not that you should not celebrate Christmas. Celebrating Christmas doesn't just mean exchanging gifts. Imagine just being around your family, having a meal together that you actually cook at home, and celebrate, share the meal, enjoy, have a good time, share good memories, just share stories. I think it's a good way of spending Christmas. That is how I personally spend Christmas with my family and my loved ones. And I've never even bought any gifts for Christmas for anyone. Like, why do I need to buy a gift for Christmas? Maybe it's a different culture and it's a different tradition. I do get it. But when it comes to like someone asking me for a gift for Christmas, I've never bought anyone a Christmas gift. Never. And the only thing I've ever bought is clothes for my nephew and my nieces. I've done that. But I didn't look at that as a Christmas gift because that has not been our tradition. And, the only thing that we do on Christmas, we like maybe slaughter some goats or some chickens and, make a huge meal where we'll share with friends and loved ones, more so family, where we sit and share the food together, eat, have a good time, give stories, take nice pictures and nice videos just for memories, because time is going, and when you grow old, you want to see these pictures, you want to see these videos, and remember, that is how mostly people in Africa actually do spend their Christmas. Number two, as to why Black Americans are calling for this boycott, is to protest. People have been complaining that we are not seeing Black Americans on the streets. Why are they not supporting us when it comes to mass deportation, when it comes to what this administration is doing, not putting their citizens first? So this is a way of Black Americans protesting. When Black Americans get out there on the streets, we all know what is going to happen. Let's not pretend and calling out Black Americans that they're not coming out on the streets, because you all know what's going to happen when Black Americans come out there to protest. But you all know what they actually claim the Black Americans are doing out there, just to put them behind bars. So that's why Black Americans are not coming out. And the only way that they can protest from now, moving henceforth, is through boycotting, keeping their money in their pockets and not spending on these corporations. And this is why everyone should actually join them if you really care about the country and everything that is happening and affecting the American citizens. Black Americans are saying that they are tired of feeding the systems that actually do not feed them. And this is not an issue that is only affecting Black Americans. This system is affecting each and every other person living in the United States of America. And that is the reality of things. If it has not finally catch up with you, sooner or later it will, and you finally regret if you think that you are on a safer side. Number 3 is Black Americans are rejecting consumerism. For some, it's not about race, it's about peace, the endless buying. When each and every year you have to buy something, and probably something that you only use maybe in that month, or something that you don't necessarily need. Like, why do you have to go and buy gifts for people that do not even use them, or they don't need them, just because it's Christmas? For me, I think it's actually more good when you have a meal together, maybe cook and invite your friends and your family and I think that has more meaning than you just buying me a gift that I'll probably keep it somewhere and never even think about it again. Unless you're buying me something that I've been talking about or something that I've been wanting, and you've heard me maybe or overheard me talking about it and how bad I want it, then you can go ahead and buy that gift for maybe your sister, your cousin, or your child, or your daughter, or your son. But if it's something that they'll not be using, all they don't need, there is no need for you spending your money on that. There are also some Black Americans that are saying, don't cancel Christmas. They are saying go and spend their dollars in Black-owned businesses. That is actually a good way of doing it if we think about everything that is been happening this year. Most of it have been affecting also Black-owned businesses. And this will be a good year because some of these businesses also depend on these Christmas holidays for them to make good sales. So a total boycott would hurt also your own community. So if you're doing this to help your own community and help your own people, it's good maybe just go and spend that money on Black-owned businesses. I think that will be of help to so many people out there. Some of these businesses, there is a family that is depending on this Black-owned business to pay their mortgage, to have their children's school fees, to pay for their medical bills with all this that is happening. So it's actually also a good way of supporting Black-owned businesses. Instead of fully boycotting, just spend your dollars on Black-owned businesses. Maybe this is also a great time for you to ask yourself, how can you celebrate or make your Christmas serve you and not drain you? Because buying into all those things that you don't need, they are simply taking money out of your pockets and they're not bringing any profits. Just have a simple Christmas where you'll have a good time with your friends and loved ones. I mean, memories are more remembered than just a gift that I'll probably never use. Right now, I still have memories of how I used to dine with my grandma during Christmas, how she used to make us chapatis or naan breads. She's no more, but I still have those memories and I really do cherish them. So I don't know, you all can ask yourself that questions. How can you make Christmas serve you and not drain you or drain your pockets? I'd also love you all to tell me what you all think about these. And if you're a Black American watching this, tell me on the comment section, are you canceling Christmas or are you going to redirect Christmas and spend your dollars on Black-owned businesses? Thank you so much for watching up to this part. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until the next episode, continue enjoying your weekend. Bye.